For today's video, we'll talk about key signatures and how to understand the circle of fifths and the relationship that keys and scales have to one another. In our last video, we learned how to build major scales. So as a quick review, we started on a root note that we'll now call a tonic. And a tonic simply means the primary note of a scale or key. So we start on a tonic note and we use a formula to build a major scale. That major scale defines what notes function well together. A key signature tells us the same information. It tells us what notes are in a particular scale or key and function well together. And we're going to use something called the circle of fifths to navigate through the relationship that keys have to one another. So let's start with the easiest key signature as it was the easiest scale. When we learned the C major scale yesterday, we realized that there were no sharps and no flats. It was C to C with all natural notes. The key signature for the key of C major has no sharps and no flats. This tells us that all the notes are natural, and we know that the tonic of this is C. So by looking at the key signature, if we started out with C and wrote out a major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, there would be no altered notes, and we'd have our C major scale. The key of C major, no sharps, no flats. To get to the next key that has one sharp, we're going to count out 5 letter names from C. C, D, E, F, G. G major is the key that has one sharp. Whenever we do this, the new sharp is going to be a half step below the tonic. The tonic is G. If we go down a half step from G, we get to the note F sharp. The key signature for G major has one sharp, F sharp. A G major scale is thus G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. We can repeat the process. The key that has 2 sharps is 5 letter names above G. G, A, B, C, D. D major has 2 sharps. The carryover, F sharp, and the note that is a half step lower than the new tonic of D, which would be C sharp. So the key of D has 2 sharps in the key signature, F sharp and C sharp. A D major scale would be D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Let's go up another fifth. D, E, F, G, A. The key with 3 sharps is A major. Those 3 sharps are carryovers. F sharp, carryover, C sharp, and the note that's a half step below the new tonic of A, which is G sharp. So the key of A major has 3 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and we keep them in that order. An A major scale would be A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. If we go to the key that has 4 sharps, we go up 5 letter names from A. A, B, C sharp, D, E. E major is going to have 4 sharps. 3 of them are carryovers. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and the note that is a half step below E, which is D sharp. So the key signature for E major is 4 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. An E major scale is E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Let's go up 5 more letter names. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. The key of B major has 5 sharps, 4 carryovers, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and the note that is a half step below the new tonic of B, A sharp. So, a B major scale is B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. Now it gets a little interesting. Let's go up 5 more letter names from B. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp. The key of F sharp has 6 sharps. First of all, we knew it was going to be F sharp rather than F because we already have a sharp for F in the key signature. So F sharp major has 6 sharps, 5 carryovers: F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and the note that is a half step below the new tonic of F sharp. So if we go a half step below F sharp, we would get to F natural. But we can't call it that because we already have a sharp for the note F in our brought over key signature. We have to spell F as E sharp, an E note that is a half step higher. E sharp and F are inharmonic, they sound the same. But for the sake of this key signature, we're calling it E sharp. So the key signature for F sharp major is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp. And an F sharp major scale: F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp. One more to go. The key signature with 7 sharps is 5 letter names above F sharp: F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp. C sharp major has 7 sharps, all the carryovers, and the note that is a half step below the tonic of C sharp, which is B sharp, for the same reasons that in F sharp major we had an E sharp. So the key of F sharp major: F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, B sharp. An F sharp. A C sharp major scale: C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C sharp. You've now gone through the circle of fifths for the sharps. The next video we'll talk about the flats. Go ahead and practice this. Think about what key signature has 3 sharps. You start with C major, you go up 5 letter names to G major, which has an F sharp, half step below the tonic. You go up 5 letter names, D major, which has 2 sharps, the carryover of F sharp, and C sharp, a half step below the tonic. Go up another 5 letter names to A major. A major has 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and half step below the tonic, G sharp. This is a great system to help you to learn the circle of fifths. The next video we'll talk about how to do the circle of fifths for flat keys.